I think the book that caused me the most concern was the third one, An End to Upside Down Liberty, published in
Okay.
2021. It was my first foray into the political world and even the economic world. The first two were much more spiritual, scientific, philosophical.
Hmm.
This was a book about political and economic theory,
Okay.
and also tying it into the things that were happening in the world in the era of COVID,
Yep.
which you remember how polarized things were then. I mean, now it's polarized, but in 2021, it was insane.
Okay.
And I was coming from a world where I personally didn't have political beliefs prior to 2020, or if I did, I didn't know them because I just didn't care about politics. I was
Okay.
completely ignorant. It was not something I ever cared about. Unless there was a legislation that affected business, then I would care, and I would only
Okay.
care in that particular instance. So I didn't know the difference between Democrats and Republicans,
Did
seriously.
you vote? Did you identify as either?
No,
Okay.
I just didn't even care.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think when I was, I forget how old I was, maybe 18 in college, I voted just because I thought we were supposed to vote, and then that was the end of me, and because I just didn't care.
Yep.
And so 2020 happened, and I realized there was a split among people that I respected,
Hmm.
especially because I had written so much about spiritual philosophy and spiritual thinking and the science of it. There, most of the people I would say that I would have agreed with prior to 2020, they went hard left in 2020 when everything happened. So, meaning they were advocating for major COVID restrictions, mask wearing, very in favor of the injections, very in favor of social issues that I just thought were insane, the positions they were taking. And I was so confused.
Hmm.
Like, wait, these people are very adept in one area. What's going on here? I don't agree with them. So did I get everything wrong in those other places? Or I need to have an opinion on these things because I don't align with them. So that led me down the rabbit hole of looking into what is the nature of government, generally speaking, which led me to the path of looking at voluntarism and the Austrian School of Economics. But that's a long preface to this book, An End to Upside Down Liberty, published in the fall of 2021. I knew what that book could do in terms of dividing my existing audience
Hmm.
and even cannibalizing the audience of people that liked me before who would say, Mark, you're crazy.
Right.
Mark went off the deep end. And that certainly did happen for some people. Of course, it led me into new paths that are awesome, but I lost some people with that book. And for some reason, it really affected me even before the publication. The nerves I had before that publication were more than anything else. Also, I think there's more danger in talking about politics, especially speaking out against government itself.
Right.
There's more just inherent danger in taking that kind of stance. So that was newer for me. I mean, there's maybe some danger in challenging science, but this felt like next level, and I just wasn't sure what was going to happen or how people were going to handle it. Um, but
And
yeah,
were you attuned to, for lack of a better phrase, conspiracy theories before you started tackling these books?
no.
And so let's take the third book and then to Upside Down Liberty. Did it rock your worldview? Like, did it shake you what your research was showing you as you were writing that book?
Yeah, it definitely did because I had never considered government as an inherently oppressive entity.
Hmm.
I had taken the position unconsciously, which is the one we're all taught since grade school, that the government is an entity designed to protect the people.
Hmm.
So that was a big shift for me to look at it as something actually predatory organization. And I would
Right.
say even one that violates natural law and is inherently incompatible with spiritual principles.